On August 8, 1967, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, was officially established in Bangkok, Thailand. On July 28, 1995, at the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting in Brunei, Vietnam officially became the 7th ASEAN member. After 50 years, ASEAN has expanded from 5 founding members to include 10 countries in Southeast Asia, cooperating and supporting each other in all fields of politics, economics, culture, and society. Today, ASEAN has become the most influential regional organization in Southeast Asia. It promotes dialogue and cooperation, contributing effectively to peace and stability of Southeast Asia and the Asia-Pacific region. Along with the continuous development of ASEAN, the young people from the countries in the region are dedicated to community activities. Vietnam is witnessing a growing generation of young people actively exchanging and collaborating with their friends in the region.
Welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC 10 Net channel. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating the 50th year of ASEAN formation in order to promote solidarity in the region as well as preparing the students, the youth, to integrate internationally further in the future. The ASEAN Youth in Action program is held in Vietnam with participation from 10 Asian countries and Korea. Today we have a talk with Mr. Daniel Thong representing Singapore Polytechnic International to know more about the meanings of the activities of this program this time. Thank you for coming to our show, Mr. Daniel Thong.
Xin chào, all the viewers of Share Vietnam. My name is Daniel. It's my great pleasure to be here today.
Is this the first time you come to Vietnam, and what are your impressions of Vietnam?
Actually, this is my second time in Ho Chi Minh City. I was here earlier in March of 2016 for a Learning Express program. So I was here in HCE as well. So it's my great honor to be here again. I think the Vietnamese people are very friendly and open culture. I've had nothing but warm welcomes everywhere I go. People are friendly to me. I've never felt so at home in anywhere else before.
What do you think about the milestone of 50th year from the formation of ASEAN?
I think ASEAN has come a very long way since its formation in 1967. ASEAN has built a platform, a community that allows all the member states to be able to share economic integration, economic growth, and also to build consensus among everyone. This has allowed ASEAN to grow into the 7th largest market in the world now, and by the year 2030, ASEAN is projected to grow into the 4th largest economic bloc in the world. I think in the 50th celebration this year, it gives all of us a good chance to reflect on our achievements and to prepare for the way forward.
So what do you think is the most meaningful thing that ASEAN has brought to the countries in the region after 50 years?
I think the most meaningful thing that ASEAN has brought to all the countries is to be able to have a platform where linkages and collaborations can happen very naturally. I'm not just talking about politics-wise, even for collaborations on matters like economics, infrastructure development, or even education.
What do you think about ASEAN youth, the future of the countries?
I think the ASEAN youth today are in a very interesting world. They're going to grow up and enter a very uncertain world with rapid globalization. Many of the cultures and cities that these students come from, they're no longer confined to these places. Now more so than ever, there are many opportunities all around the world that they can seize, and there are more opportunities for them to take part in events that have an impact on the worldwide scale.
How about Vietnamese youth? What do you think about them?
I've had a very warm welcome from all the Vietnamese youth since my arrival in HCE. The impressions I get from the Vietnamese youth are that the Vietnamese people in general even are very caring, you're very kind, and you're very driven to achieve, to succeed in life. I think in this global context and in the ASEAN context, I would like Vietnamese youths to take charge, to be able to seize opportunities, to recognize opportunities better, and to take the first step in achieving something better.
This is a training session of ASEAN students in the Home of the People in Củ Chi District, Ho Chi Minh City, to learn about the handicraft making. This activity is part of the ASEAN Youth Action Program that takes place in 4 weeks. Participants spend 2 weeks in Vietnam and the other 2 weeks in Singapore.
I feel that it's a really good opportunity for me to expand my horizon, to be able to interact with people who are not within my own country, because through this program I have really learned so much more about other people's country.
Nowadays, most young generation didn't appreciate culture, so I think this program it is really good to improvise the culture and to learn new cultures from other Asian countries.
Wherein we are here to create a project in order to help the livelihood here in Vietnam. Most specifically, I am assigned in the mattress weaving, wherein we are going to create a project that will help uplift the livelihood of those mattress weavers.
After 2 weeks of working with community groups in Vietnam, participants are expected to come up with solutions to improve the quality of people's production. These solutions will be improved when the students come to Singapore to learn from machine builders or factory engineers.
We are going to present our ideas and solutions to them, and then we would like to hear about their feedbacks and their opinion about our solution as well.
I believe that the young people of Asia are very proactive, despite that they are somehow distracted with the new generation or the new technology. But then I'm happy that some of the youth are being active in social media, in technology, and they use this kind of tools so that they can do something, or they can create an action so that they can help our nation. Despite that they are busy, despite of all the trends, I'm happy that they still try to do something for our nation.
With the aim of providing solutions to meet the needs of the community and society, the ASEAN Youth Action Program gives students more practical experience when joining the workforce in the future. In the age of globalization, opportunity like this will help them make better decisions and contribute more to the community. Through this program, Vietnamese students have also learned a lot of precious things about their countries.
Điều mà em mong muốn nhất sau sự kiện này là em có thể bước gần hơn với các nước quốc gia trên thế giới, cũng như là tạo mối quan hệ lâu dài giữa các sinh viên quốc tế và sinh viên Việt Nam. Và đặc biệt hơn nữa là em sẽ mong muốn thu thập được những kỹ năng sống cũng như là phong cách làm việc từ các quốc gia.
Tụi em được có cơ hội là được sống, học tập và làm việc theo phong cách từ nhiều nước, từ nhiều văn hóa đến từ các nước khác nhau. Thì chúng em phải học cách để thích nghi, hòa nhập vô cái môi trường quốc tế này, và đặc biệt chính là kỹ năng tiếng Anh. Em phải liên tục sử dụng cái ngôn ngữ là ngôn ngữ chung của quốc tế bây giờ chính là tiếng Anh.
Trong một cộng đồng ASEAN như vậy, nếu một nước mình thôi thì cũng sẽ không đủ mạnh, nhưng mà nếu một cộng đồng chung tay góp sức với nhau thì nó sẽ tạo nên một cái sức mạnh liên kết bền vững hơn.
Giới trẻ của chúng ta cũng rất là năng động trong cái quá trình hội nhập cùng với cả nước, và đã xây dựng được cái hình ảnh của Việt Nam mình thông qua cái bạn trẻ tự tin, năng động và bản lĩnh khi hội nhập quốc tế.
The ASEAN Youth Action Program is truly a cultural exchange that builds friendship and connects Southeast Asian students. Thereby, students are more aware of the role and responsibility of each global citizen, including the responsibility to themselves and society. This is a necessary maturity not only for Vietnamese students, but also for all young people from other countries in the region.
What are the special elements in ASEAN Youth in Action this time?
The ASEAN Youth in Action Learning Express program is funded by the ASEAN ROK Cooperation Fund, and it seeks to bring together youths from tertiary colleges and universities across ASEAN and Korea. The program is unique in that it creates an immersive environment for these students to take part in. Many of these students we look at are expected to become the future leaders or management staff of their communities and industries. So by using this unique environment, we want them to come up with a solution that addresses a need in the local community in Vietnam during the 2 weeks here. We hope that going through this process, they are able to pick up certain skills through this entire program by giving back to the community, seeing the benefits that their work gives to the community. We hope that we are able to nurture a sense of social responsibility within these students, and also to give them a nurturing and caring heart. We hope that when they go back, these feelings will follow them and drive them to do more good in their respective communities. The youths that they interact with in this program also gives them an opportunity to bond and build friendships with them. These are friendships that allow them to increase their cultural intelligence, allow them to pick up country, cultural, social, and economic and emotional quotients. And we hope that all these skills will be very useful for them in the future.
So through this program, what do you and the organizers want to bring to the students of the countries in the region?
In the ASEAN Youth in Action Learning Express program, the youths work with 3 different communities in Vietnam. An example would be, for instance, if the community is focused on rice farming and harvesting. The students will go through the steps, the daily routines, every single thing the farmer does every day. For example, if they wake up at 5 a.m., the youths are expected to follow them. 5 a.m., go to the fields, what do they do next? This is, in our view, much better than simply going there for a short visit. Some programs go interview 3 hours. You don't really get much. You see a very narrow view of what makes up a person's day. We hope that by making our youths go through this process, they gain greater empathy. Combined with interview techniques, observation techniques, they are able to understand the lives and understand the needs and problems that these communities are facing. When they return back to HCE, they will use design thinking skills to come up with an innovative solution that seeks to address the needs of these communities. Our collaboration with HCE is not new. We worked with them on many programs before. Some notable programs are like the Learning Express program and also the Youth Model ASEAN Conference program. It's suffice to say HCE is a valued partner, and we look forward to having more programs with them in the future.
So according to you, what kind of changes should ASEAN youth make in order to take advantages of their potential to contribute to the society and community of the Asian region?
I think the youths in ASEAN today need to make a shift in mindset. In the globalizing world, you're no longer confined to your cities, to your cultures, where you're from, where you were born. Youths need to be able to understand and recognize that they have to be agile and resilient to be able to adapt to a world that's changing so quickly with so many uncertainties around them. This, together with a mindset of collaboration, of linkages with other countries, should allow them to succeed in the future. We have one goal at the end of the day. We want to empower youths, we want to groom youths for the future. All the programs that we have are geared towards this. It's safe to say we will definitely look towards putting out more programs, having more different types of experiences for youths in ASEAN that they can take part in.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel Tong, so much for sharing with us today. I hope you have a wonderful time in Vietnam.
Tam bien, viewers of Sharing Vietnam. It's my pleasure to be here today, and hopefully I'll see you in Singapore one day.
This is the end of our show today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you again.